it's relevant to what's going on today, as far as ranchers and politics and BLM and the water rights and all those things come at the forefront of the ranching community right now.
Yellowstone is obviously one of the fans' favorite shows. Everything about it, from the flawless lead cast to the Hollywood-level production value, makes it the best modern Western of its generation. Even the best produced endeavors, though, will ultimately have problems. After all, we're all human. As the Yellowstone online community grows, more and more smart viewers are pointing out the mistakes to their fellow fans. So, stay tuned and don't go away as we reveal 10 bloopers from the Yellowstone show. Meeting John Dutton, Daybreak. The extended Yellowstone premiere attracted almost 3 million viewers, breaking a record for the Paramount network. It's no wonder why the show was an instant rating hit, as the opening scene immediately immerses the audience into the violent world of John Dutton. Easing a horse, John appears in rough shape with a nasty head wound. As the surrounding traffic accident is revealed, we see that John got off easy. John is forced to put the horse out of its misery, and a truck driver dies in the crash. Looking over the horrific sight, John reflects on the true cost of his cattle. This scene perfectly symbolizes John's constant struggle to maintain control of his ranch, setting a hard-hitting tone for the series. Yellowstone Season 1 Error. Holy Casey Dutton, Batman! In Season 1, Episode 3, No Good Horses, Casey Dutton defends his family by confronting a group of intruders. Tate, his little and lovely kid. However, the first episode takes an interesting turn as Casey goes out onto his family's estates, only to find a pair of meth heads who had abducted a little girl. In the chaos, which involves a rattlesnake because why not, Casey chases one of the Breaking Bad wannabes. His Navy skills are shown to great effect in the sequence as Casey shoots one of the druggies in the shoulder to wound and down him. The meth-addicted sprinter, on the other hand, refuses to surrender. As a response, Casey lassos him to the ground, killing him when the meth skullhead hits a giant rock. Throughout the Yellowstone, bad guy is dressed in a basic, brilliant white shirt. Casey shot him many times, right? As a result, we should expect some blood. A lot of it, in fact. We get it initially, but then it mysteriously disappears as the gunshot and blood vanish between takes. Casey is pursuing the man in white. The main character shoots him in the left shoulder just before he collapses. After that, the mark on his shirt vanishes. Come on. However, this observant fan saw that there was no sign of blood or marks on the simple white shirt when the devoted Dutton fired the gun. Keep the wolves close. In Season 4, Episode 7, Dutton dismissed all the female cowboys and kicked all the ladies out of the bunkhouse in the previous episode. Teeter is seen working early in the episode as they herd up animals on the property. However, she returns to John and Rips a few minutes later, pleading for her job back. No Good Horses. In Season 1, Episode 3, it was actually a factual error, where the intro takes place in March. The trees in the background say otherwise. In the mountains in March, leaves are usually not fully developed on trees until April at the earliest. This scene was likely shot in the fall. All hell breaks loose. The world is purple. The Season 3 finale outdid itself with an explosive ending, leaving the fate of several main characters hanging in the balance. Jimmy's horseback accident is quickly topped by a mysterious package that arrives at Beth's office. As the office explodes with Beth inside, Casey finds himself in yet another shootout. Meanwhile, John stops to help a woman and her son on the side of the road. This good deed is turned into a massacre as John and the woman are subjected to a drive-by shooting. Piling on one twist after another, we've never been more concerned for the Duttons' well-being. As of writing, we still don't know who will survive and who is responsible. Confrontation over cattle. Daybreak. The pilot's climax is every bit as gripping as its opening. Being John's eldest son, we assumed that Lee Dutton would stick around for a while. During a heated confrontation with the Broken Rock Reservation, though, Lee makes his last stand in the name of his ranch's cattle. Lee's youngest brother, Casey, is caught in the middle, forced to choose between the Duttons and the reservation where he started a family of his own. Casey sides with the Duttons when his brother is shot by his brother-in-law, Robert Long. Casey takes out Robert before he can get another shot in, but it's too late to save Lee. This sequence offers a mix of classic Western and Shakespearean tragedy, forever changing the Dutton family's dynamic. Rip saves Beth. Resurrection Day. Becoming the show's power couple, Beth and Rip are two people who won't go down without a fight. As tensions rise, Malcolm Beck sends his thugs after Beth at her office. Armed with nothing but a small knife and insults, Beth is overpowered, but the intruders can't break her fiery spirit. Even after one goon shoots her assistant dead and prepares to do the unspeakable, Beth refuses to show weakness. She provokes him long enough for Rip to come and dispatch both guys. Even though she is safe, Beth cannot control her wrath as she delivers her attacker a mouthful of trash. Rip, who had a slight bullet wound, comforts Beth with an "I love you," adding some tenderness to the violence we've just witnessed. Jamie meets his biological father, meaner than evil. Jamie's place in the Dutton clan suddenly makes more sense when he learns that John and Evelyn adopted him. Having spent much of his life trying to figure out where he belongs, Jamie hopes to find answers with his biological parents. Raised around power and money, Jamie sees the ramshackle property where he might have grown up. Jamie's mother died at the hands of his father, Garrett Randall. Reunited with the child he gave up, Garrett reveals that his wife was a drug addict who endangered Jamie's life. Garrett took her life in response, winding up behind bars. As far as Garrett is concerned, he did the right thing, giving his son a shot at a better life. Jamie remains lost and unwanted, however. Monica makes a difference. I killed a man today. When Native American women start disappearing and turning up dead, Monica puts herself in danger to catch the culprit. The audience isn't given all the details of Monica's plan, leaving us to wonder how in control of the situation she's in. Pretending to be stranded, Monica is picked up by a man who seemingly fits the bill. Monica's suspicions are confirmed when the stranger drives them to a secluded spot. Running for her life, Monica's caught by the attacker, but she fortunately brings backup. As Monica stares at her reflection, we see how much she's evolved since the beginning of the series. Once standing on the sidelines, Monica emerges as a reliant woman ready to get her hands dirty to protect her community.
I've worked with kids in the past that are tough. It's hard, keep them on track or keep them focused, and he's actually really good. Hey.
Revenge for kidnapping Tate. Sins of the father. When Tate Dutton is kidnapped in the middle of the night, Malcolm and Teal Beck's rivalry erupts. Putting aside their disagreements, the Dutton family and Broken Rock Reservation band together to save Tate. Monica, who doesn't normally take pleasure in seeing people suffer, makes Casey promise to bring the pain. Casey follows through on his promise, ending Teal's life on the toilet. The rescue mission escalates into a tense shootout in which John makes Malcolm pay the price. In what may be his final moments, John persuades Malcolm to reveal Tate's whereabouts. While Tate is saved, Casey cannot help but feel betrayed by his son. Casey couldn't protect him from the violence that comes with being a Dutton, no matter how hard he tried. If you like this video, stay tuned because we give you the best content on movies and TV series. Also, are you looking forward to Yellowstone Season 5? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time on the channel.